Hello, good morning. Hoping you are well and welcome back to this week's weekly vlog. Welcome to this week's weekly vlog, or welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. Today is going to be a paint prep heavy day. I mentioned in last week's vlog that I wanted to spend some time doing this. I'm doing this a lot later in the week than intended. I have no excuse. So yesterday I actually spent, again, another life admin heavy day, which seems to happen every Wednesday, and I hate it. But yeah, yesterday I spent a lot of the morning prepping some paints that I wanted to do. For that process, I actually filmed a little bit last week, just in case I didn't film some this week. So I will insert that here so you can see kind of how I did it. But basically, I take images that I want to draw and I will trace an outline, and then I go ahead and basically paint that on a canvas or canvas paper. So yes, I am tracing for a reason. One is I'm not super confident in my drawing abilities. I'm confident that I can do a good job. I'm just not confident in it not taking me forever, basically. I have a perfectionist streak in me that makes it a longer process than it should be. So for now, this is the way I do it, but like I showed you last week, I essentially put a bunch of drawings onto paper. I print these out, which took way longer than it should have because the printer I have been given is so annoying, just like every printer is. So that is the process that I've done so far, and I actually now need to transfer all of these onto canvas paper ready to be painted. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I need to do. I don't know how long this is going to take me to do. I don't know if this is going to be an all day thing, an hour thing, and if I'm even going to be able to paint any of these today. I'm not intending on doing any painting today, maybe tomorrow. I actually have a Saturday off of work this week, so I have a few extra hours in the week to be able to paint if I want to. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'm going to prep them today and we'll see how the rest of today goes. I'm going to take my time and chill. I'm going to try and enjoy the process as much as I can. And then also, while I'm at it, prep some of them onto my easels. I was thinking about it the other day, I might genuinely get another A3 easel board. I don't want to have multiple paintings on the go, but I want to be able to do another A3 painting when I'm not doing the antelope one. Because that one is such a big task, I don't want to just do that one. I know what I'm like and I will get burnt out from that project. I don't get bored of them, I get burnt out and I get fed up of looking at it. So I would rather just do bits at a time and kind of let it progress slowly. So of course, stupidly, I have also given myself total 3 more A3 projects that I want to do. One of them isn't technically A3, but the ones that are A3 I have to print out onto multiple pieces of paper and stick together. I'm really excited to do both of these, especially this one. I love clownfish. One of my favourite movies growing up was Finding Nemo, so holds a special place in my heart when I see a little clownfish, and I do in fact scream Nemo at an aquarium. I have 2 A4s that I would like to do, which these ones take me a few days, but because they only take me a few days, I don't get burnt out of them. I've got a very awkward shaped one here as well, which is a flamingo, which actually is going to go on this little piece from when I did my Maine Coon painting. So I think that one will be quite nice. Maybe even a bookmark eventually. So we'll see how it all goes. I've got lots to do, and I think we just need to get started. Step at a time, step at a time, step at a time. morning everyone, hoping you are well. I would say welcome back to another weekly vlog, but this week and last week I'm actually going to combine. So I first want to say I apologise for no vlog last week. I did a really bad job of filming. I also didn't have the best week and it just ended up being like quite admin heavy anyway. I did a lot of updating Etsy listings, editing photos, taking photos. Yeah, so for me it was just a lot of work that I couldn't be bothered to film. Just a little bit boring. I will show you those this week. I'll go through them all so you can kind of see how I'm setting them up and how they're starting to look. Nothing is live yet. It will be live a week on Saturday, August 17th, 6 p.m. That is when everything that I've been making will officially be live on my shop. And I'm already thinking of some new ideas for the next shop launch update thing, or maybe I just upload them as and when. Who knows? But yeah, we've got a week and a half officially to go until everything is live on my Etsy. I'm just going to stick with Etsy for now. I know I've spoken before about swapping to a website. For now I'm just going to stick with Etsy and see how that goes, and then I'll gain more confidence in what sells and what doesn't, and then make a website, blah blah. But yeah, I feel quite on top of everything at the minute. Weirdly, at one point last week I was like, I've just not got enough up for sale, I don't think anyone's gonna buy anything, I've just not done enough. And then this week I woke up and was like, actually I feel like I have done enough, I just need to get them up ready to go. So basically what I've been doing is like drafting the listings, putting them up on Etsy, and basically just not publishing them. And the more that I'm doing that and the more listings I'm seeing, I'm like, actually yeah, you've done quite a lot of work already. You can possibly chill out a little bit and now focus on the stuff that you've already made and turning them into a listing, rather than making a bunch of stuff and then cramming and trying to find ways to make everything a listing and available for purchase and stuff like that. So I've kind of been doing bitting and bobbing, and that is just the way that works for me. It's the best way for me to be able to like keep calm and not get wound up by this, because I am a little bit of a stress head. So yeah, that's kind of how I've been doing it. And I am an organised person. I like to think that I'm quite laid back about the process and I'll just wing it. But I also just like to know that everything is set up. So I've almost like pre-done everything ready, which makes sense when you're a business owner. I don't want to be cramming, but I also just think that that's really helped me just to like keep my nerves a little bit and realize I actually have got a lot of stuff available for purchase and for sale. So yeah, in last week's vlog, which you will have literally just watched because it was only a few minutes ago, I spent an entire day prepping paintings, which are actually currently stacked here, well taped here to my craft market boxes. I've got plushies in here that are mostly finished -1. I've got keychains in here ready to go. Update on the keychains actually. So my parents at the market, I mentioned that I did about a month ago now, they actually bought one of the keychains that I made of me. They bought a pig and they called him Pongo. And I went round this weekend and had a look and realised that the part, like the strap that I'd crocheted that was attached to the actual keychain was fraying. I didn't take into consideration the fact that the yarn was going to rub against keys and possibly fray and come undone. So because of that, I've ordered some new keychain attachments and I've done the ball chain keychains instead. So I've not attached them yet, but I was actually prepping them all this morning to go. So they're all kind of in here attached. I'll get one out so you can see. So this is going to be something that I do need to do this week, is change all of these over. Oh, well, that's not good, is it? There we go. Oh, no. This is the original keychain attachment that I had, and what I was doing, I shouldn't have picked pink against a pink person, should I? Let's do purple. These are the attachments I was using. Little lobster claw carabiners things. So what I've then done is got a chain, a ball chain, and then this little O-ring in the middle. I know it looks kind of silly, but I also think it just sits nicely with that. I did try and, because when I thought about it and I like picked them up and saw that obviously the lobster claw had a whole lot, like a loop on the end, I was like, why did I buy that? And then I put the chain through and was like, aha, that's why. It just, in my opinion, sits a little bit neater. It sits kind of like flush to the lobster claw, whereas before it was always the other way around, and I don't like that. Also, it just makes the chain a little bit longer. I just think it looks nicer. So I need to attach these to the old keychains, which are previously just baby plushies. So these need to just go in there and sit, and I think they'll just be a little bit better. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, that's not good. Just didn't consider it, didn't think about it, didn't even cross my mind when I made them. I just thought if I can crochet it, that'd be really nice, it'll look really cute. Stupid idea. I'm kind of glad though that it happened to my parents, because at least then it's like, oh, it's okay, I can do it a quick fix. The problem is another person bought one at the market, and I now want to know if hers is doing okay, because I would really like to be able to swap it out. If you're watching, please can you let me swap it out? If not, I'll find you at a market and ask and see how it's going on. Yeah, and then a lady at work bought some off me as well, but again, she's a close friend. I will easily be able to go up to her and just say, if this happens, can you let me know? I will swap it out, thank you. But yeah, I feel like they'll look a little bit better actually, a little bit like longer lasting. Definitely longer lasting. But yeah, today I would really like to sit down and do some painting. I just want to have fun, if I'm honest, which I have been. I've been doing a lot of having fun. I've been doing a lot of crocheting and having fun, but I just want to do something and not rush. I also just don't want to work on the antelope for a bit. Oh, I remember what I bought. So I don't know if you remember, I might have said this in the last vlog or not. So obviously the antelope is on one of these A3 boards, and if you picked up on when I was doing the tracing, I was actually using the other side, and this was flush against the other easel. It was perfectly fine, nothing's rubbed off, nothing smudged, nothing happened. So I am pretty confident in putting something on the back. It just means I won't be able to have anything on the actual easel itself. But I did buy another one, so now I have two. I have the ability to put more A3 paintings on in one go. I can easily swap them out. So today I would really like to work on the clownfish painting, which this won't make much sense. Obviously this is a clownfish, and then the rest of this is supposed to be an anemone. And then I'd also like to work on this little flamingo, which, because I've got like a few scrap paintings everywhere, that's going to be really friggin' cute. I would really like both of these to like be stuck on here, and I can work on them side by side. That would be pretty cool. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to do the background of the clownfish, get as much of that done as possible, and then do the background of the flamingo. We'll see how far along I get with that, because the background is the bit that sets the tone, and it sets me up to think like, yes, this is looking good, which so far is my only gripe with this. Like, the more I do the antelope itself, this makes more sense. It looks blurry, but at the same time I'm like, definitely could have done a better job. But so far I'm really proud of this. It looks really good. Look at them little antelope horns. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing these. I'm really excited to paint today. So let's get set up for the day. Let's get these tapes down, ready to go. We'll do some painting at last. A long painting session if possible. think I'm now at the stage where I need to stop before I overthink it all and think that it's trash. So we'll leave these as they are. And I think I'm gonna put the new keychains on the keychain plushies. And then that'll probably be it for the day. Good afternoon. So a bit of a later start vlogging today. Again, this morning I just ended up making it a quite admin heavy day. It was basically just a bunch of stuff that I needed to get done. All of it actually related to the shop update. So I spent some time setting up print on demand for my animal prints. I wanted to make them print on demand because I feel like that'd just be easier for me to sell them. I don't have to have them in stock here. I don't have to have multiples of them, and that way it can also reach a wider audience if anyone does want an art print. So that's quite nice, especially with all of the tariffs going on at the minute. So I don't think I've actually mentioned, but I will since we're on the topic of it. So all of the plushies, key rings, bookmarks that I am wanting to sell, at the minute I'm only able to sell them in the UK. That is a choice I have made. It's also just the whole EU thing, the tariffs in America thing. It'd just be a lot easier for me to do. Unfortunately, that does include Ireland, and that's still EU side of it. Either way, just thought I'd let you know because I don't think I've actually said. So yeah, today was just a lot of setting up more Etsy listings. So I set up the print on demand through Gelato and got them linked to my Etsy store. Not live yet, obviously they'll all be live with the shop launch. I also then made listings for the originals that I'm selling. So the prints I'm doing is of, I will show you here. So we've got Bella the Tortie, this is my cat, the English Bull Terrier, the Dalmatian, the Cardinal Bird, and the Maine Coon. How can I forget the Maine Coon? All of those will be made into prints, and then all of the originals will be up for sale minus Bella, because like I said before, I am keeping her. So yeah, I was actually just going to show you what I've been setting up on Etsy on my iPad. I know it's a bit of a shit way of doing it. My partner is currently in a meeting where my PC is and I can't film. I did actually film me setting up the listings, but I'm going to be honest, it's just not interesting. So I'll just show you what I've been doing. So I'm afraid you're going to have to look at me in the reflection of this because I do have it on dark mode, which means you can see me. But anyway, these are the listings that are currently live. This Crochet Cat Plushies was live in the first place. Ooh, don't do that. So I've just kind of left that there and then changed it up. Before this, I've changed up all of the photos so they are all just a bit more eye-catching, and they also have the names of the cats for sale, so they're obviously all a bit different. 2 people have viewed them, how nice. The bookmarks that were up are slowly disappearing. I had them all on individual listings before. They are now all going to be on one. So let me show you the drafts section, and this is where everything is. So here, as you can see, is the listing for the bookmarks. This has every single bookmark that I do on here. I've kind of changed the pictures a little bit, so the measurements are with all of them, and they all have names as well. Again, I'm not going to be doing any more bookmarks until I know that they're interesting. We have a draft for the keychains. So these are the ones so far. I need to retake all of these pictures because I have in fact changed these attachments. I don't know if I mentioned, so the last bit of footage that I did where I was picking the colours for the hedgehog and 2 other keychains, I can't remember off the top of my head. I have actually ordered those, so they will be coming unfortunately after the shop update, but it's fine for now. We have individual listings for the plushies themselves, for Capybara, which I won't be going live because I haven't got any of the wool left, so I need to sort that one out. This one here has 2 different duckies, so I've put them in the same listing. It just makes sense to me. We've got the frog, giraffe, hippo, koala, panda. There's 2 capybaras. Nope, that's just supposed to be the sloth. I remember now, I haven't taken a picture of that yet. I've just set that one up ready. So yep, that one's a sloth, not a capybara. And then here are the originals that I'll obviously be selling, so they'll come in the frames. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff to go live. I am looking forward to putting it all live in the shop, going up, and hopefully it going well. But yeah, that's pretty much how today has been. So yeah, today has just been a very getting stuff ready for the shop kind of day. I think I mentioned this earlier in the vlog, but I'm actually quite happy with where I am at the minute with the amount that's going up for sale. Obviously I didn't show you just then, but I do have the extra 5 listings that will be going up through Gelato. You obviously don't see them on the Etsy because it's not made through Etsy, it's made through Gelato and you connect it. So yeah, I've got a lot of listings going up that hopefully will generate some income for me. Yeah, I will admit, slacking on this whole social media side. I have just made some posts to go up. I just need to film. I'm gonna say I need to film more. I film a lot, obviously. I just don't make it into reels and stuff enough, which I absolutely could. I've got plenty that I could do. I've also just got a lot of chances to film little bits. I mean, as you're watching this, my new reel would have gone up where I am showing you a transition of making a tiger. I can easily do stuff like that. I just need to up that a little bit, do a couple bits more, film time lapses and stuff again. But yeah, it's just been one of them days, which is probably going to be the same next week as well. To be honest, I don't know how much I'm going to be filming next week. Me and my partner are actually going to be working on the garden. And when I say working on the garden, I mean actually working on it. We're laying a patio. We'll see how that goes. So I don't know how much there's going to be. I'll obviously film me sending everything live and then get an update for the next week after that so you can kind of see how things have gone. I would really like to sell some stuff, but I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. I don't want to over expect of myself like I normally would. As of right now, I'm pretty happy with how I've got everything set up and the stuff that I've got ready to go. I had an idea and I have lots of ideas. Do I execute them? No. So I have been spending a lot more time on Instagram than I normally would, which I don't like, but I also have kind of used wisely. I've been following a lot of crochet artists and I've been looking at a lot of the stuff that they've been making, and it has inspired me to want to kind of create my own crochet characters. I kind of put myself in a bit of a box, not outwardly, just on the inside, because I really want to be like an animal focused business, but I also don't, because I feel like that then limits me on what I can do and make, and then me being me gets very picky about the plushies that I the plushie patterns that I buy and the plushies that I create and stuff like that. And I found some on Instagram. I can't remember the creator's name. I will try and find it and I'll put the photos here of what to talk about. But I died at how cute these are. It was sat there like, why didn't I think of these? And it made me really upset that not upset. I guess I kind of went, because I can't do this because I want to be animal. Then I was like, but I can. So what I would like to do is kind of like doodle up some of my own designs and create some of my own characters and then sell the patterns if you lot like them enough. So yeah, I feel like that would be quite a nice little venture to go into. I've never made a pattern before. I know it's not just as simple as whipping something up and, you know, pattern testing and all of that. I would love to do that. So I would like to doodle up some little characters that I like the look of. Hopefully they're not too similar to what other people have made up. Obviously if they are, I can tweak them. But yeah, I just really wanted to do some cute things. I'm venturing out of the animal box and I'm just going to do the world of Lero. But yeah, I actually think we're going to end this week's vlog here. So a little bit more happened compared to, well, nothing last week because nothing went up, to the week before. Again, I apologise, but I hope you have enjoyed the combined vlog of the 2 weeks. So I hope you have enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for being here. Leave a flamingo emoji in the comments, since I was wanting to paint I started to paint a flamingo painting this week, or like a sea creature, something that's in the water. Leave an emoji that would belong in the water in the comments below, and I will hopefully see you next time. See you later.